with our Groove Agent 1, you know, if we're working with like, you know, full drum kits. Let's say I want to do like, I want to program a beat. You know, we hear that all the time. How do I make a beat? You know, people call our office constantly. I want to make a beat. How do I do it? You know, so we're going to give them tools. Now, when you get this, Groove Agent 1 will look mysteriously like an MPC. And coincidentally, you can use like really cool drum pads like our giveaway tonight, which actually gives you 16 different drum pads. So you could actually come right over here, and as soon as you have Groove Agent 1, you could just say, okay, I want to take my different drum samples, and you can just trigger these drum samples. Now what's cool about this is, if I want to come here, so I have not only, you know, if you have an MPC, they cost a lot of money. Anyone here own an MPC? Right. How much does yours cost, Phil? Too much? Yeah. Okay. So if you have, we have, you know, 16 pads, but we actually have not 4 banks, but 8 banks of 16 pads. And we saw that we could drag and drop samples before. So if I come here, let's say, oh, I have this like really cool, funky guitar part, I could come right over here, just, and now what I can do is come right here and just say, oh, I want that guitar part directly on a pad. And if I wanted to do editing, I could actually just kind of come over here and say, I only wanted this portion of the sample on the pad, so I could come here. And let's say, okay, I want it to be in key hold, so it'll only play the sample until I release the MIDI note. Or if he's go, okay, I want it to play in reverse. Very, very easy. Now, one of the tools we'll give you is a little tool called Beat Designer. And what Beat Designer is a lot of people go, oh, it's FL Studio. It's like Fruity Loops, but it's a drum grid. So let's say I need to program a beat. You'll get hundreds and hundreds of different presets. But let's say I'm a rhythmically challenged white kid from the suburbs, and I just can't make funky, fat beats, all spelled with PHs. So when I come here, I start off and I have a drum set here. So what I want to do is actually, I'm just going to fast forward here, and let's say I just want to program my own drum beat. So I'm going to say, okay, I have my bass drum. And if I wanted to adjust the velocity, I could just come right here. So let's say I want to put in almost like a stutter, like a very soft MIDI note right there. And let's put in like, now as I do this, now I can output this to any MIDI drum sound. So, you know, if you, any other hardware instrument, motif, any like, you know, whatever VSTI drum samples, I'm just using it with Groove Agent 1, but it can be used with anything. So I come here, if I want to put flams, I can actually go to the bottom. You hear that flam? And then I can adjust the volume level and rhythmic placement of each flam, if you're so inclined. Or let's say I want to throw in a couple like tambourines. But I wanted these to actually have a different swing. So I wanted these to be ahead of the beat. Or to be behind the beat. And then we adjust the velocity of some of them. How many of us have worked with drum machines and you programmed this amazing